Hi, my name is Funmi Orenaike and I'm a remote work enthusiast and I work as a business analyst and as a project manager. I started this remote work journey about just a little over a year ago, and trust me, it's been an interesting journey for me. So in the next few minutes, I'm going to be sharing with you what remote work is all about, the benefits for you as a woman, and how you can begin to leverage the opportunities that are in the remote space. One of the imagine for someone that the kind of job you want, because you need more. For instance, let's say that you want to start a business. One of the things you need to consider is, what kind of business do I want to start? So it applies to a remote job to say, what kind of work am I looking, what kind of job am I looking for? You cannot just, go into the website, all these remote jobs website, to say, I just want to get a remote job. What kind of job are you looking for? So once you're able to determine that, okay, this is the kind of job I'm looking for, then you can begin to channel your search into the kind of job that you're looking for, right? And you're able to tailor your resume. And for instance, let me use myself as an example. When I was going to transition into the remote space, I made up my mind that I wanted a business analyst job. And I had never worked as a business analyst, yeah. And what I started to do was to take up a course in business analysis, and that was how I started. So once you make up your mind that this is the kind of job I'm looking for, need to narrow it down to something. For a virtual assistant, is it being a digital marketer? Is it being an admin executive? Is it being just an executive assistant? You need to narrow it down to something. You can be a project manager, you can be a UI UX designer. I'm talking about especially the tech related jobs. And trust me, especially when it comes to tech related jobs, these are jobs that would not even require you maybe learning any sort of coding at all, especially if you're not so techy like that. These are job roles that you can still pursue without but with consistency, you would get a job that belongs to you, that is yours, and that is right for your skill set. So you need to analyze your skill sets and use that to tailor your search into that kind of job that would fit into your skill set and you will enjoy doing, really, because you don't want to sit down in the comfort of your home and be doing even what you don't enjoy doing, right? So number two step, so the first one would be to analyze your skills and to make up your mind on the job that you want to search for. The second step would be to polish your resume and your remote profile into to fit into what you're looking for. For instance, if you want to be a UI UX designer, if you want to search for a UI UX designer job, you want to polish your resume to show that you want to tailor your resume to show that this is what you can do as a UI UX designer. Those are one of the trainings I offer to help you know, even if you've never worked as a project manager before, as a business analyst before, there are some skills that you have and there are some experiences that you have that we can use, that we can leverage to tailor your resume to get that kind of job that you're looking for. So that is the second step, to tailor your resume to fit into the kind of role that you're looking for. And then the third step would be to now go to remote jobs websites to start searching for job after you have your resume ready. One of the major advices I give to people is, if you're new in the remote space, you really just don't want to jump into the remote space, I advise people to start by freelancing. Yeah. So freelancing gives you some sort of soft landing into the remote space, because especially if you don't have an experience, freelancing can give you the opportunity to work like let's say like 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day. So if you do that for a couple of months, you can now apply for a full-time remote job, right? So you go to one of the biggest freelancing websites in the world right now is Upwork. So you can just go to upwork.com. If you've not heard about it before, you can just go to upwork.com, look at what it's all about. I mean, just set up your profile, and there's also a way to say, I hope that I'll still get the opportunity to really break down all of these things. You go to Upwork, set up your profile. There's a way to set up your profile, start applying for jobs, and there is also a way to also send proposals if you really want to get a job. Yeah, so go to upwork.com, or you can also explore, if you still want to explore the full-time remote jobs. There's flex jobs, there's remote.com, there's remote.co, we work remotely.com. I mean, you can just go to Google and search for and type in remote jobs website. It's going to bring you all the remote jobs website that we know. Set up your profiles and begin to apply for the jobs that you want. And the fifth one I would say is to network with other remote workers, network online. One of the major networking website that I know is LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is a website, is a place that gives you the opportunity to also meet with professionals like you, people that you're in the same space, you're in the same profession. You can network with them, you can connect with them. I mean, learn from them, especially if they post every now and then. Learn from them. Also send them messages, tell them what they do, tell them what you do. I mean, for instance, I used LinkedIn to get my own mentor, to get a mentor for myself in business analysis. I mean, I just saw their profile. They taught me in one of the classes that I attended, and I had to go and look for them for the person on LinkedIn. And the person was able to mentor me for a while, and it really helped me, really. So you want to look out for all these networking websites. Yeah, for instance, LinkedIn is the most important. I mean, all your social media platforms, you can leverage your social media platforms to search for the people that you are in the same field. Yes, that is the fourth step. And the fifth step would be to prepare, which is the last step that I'm going to share with you. The fifth step would be to prepare for your interviews. I always tell people that remote job interviews are the easiest compared to traditional, because especially if you're interviewing with people that you're not in the same country, especially when they're maybe they're British, they are Americans, they are maybe Australians and all of that. I noticed that, I mean, if you have an experience interviewing with maybe Nigerian human resource managers, the way they conduct interviews is way different. But with those people, it's very different. It's easy. They make you feel comfortable. They don't make you feel less of yourself. I mean, it's all they want to see is your boldness. You need to, whatever you're saying, you need to say it with confidence. So when you're preparing, when you start applying for roles and you get an invite for an interview, what you want to do is to research the company, know what they do, and note down the questions that you're going to be asked, because at the end of the interview, the interviewer is going to ask you that, do you have any questions for us? And I always tell people that it's always best when you have questions, so that, I mean, that's when you really, that's the way to show them how prepared you are for the job and how interested you are for that role, right? So you want to research the company so that you can prepare your questions. One of the major questions I ask the interviewers is that, what will be your success, your success rate? How would you measure success for this role, so that it can help me to prepare myself on how to position myself really for this role? How would you measure success, and what would I be reporting to? I mean, just whatever questions that you can ask, but as much as possible, please ask questions, right? And then just prepare yourself, research about the company, research about the role that you want to apply for. If study the job description and ensure that what you're saying when you're being asked to introduce yourself is you're providing a solution to whatever they said that they need in the job description. Don't just say that, okay, this is what I've done, this is what I've done. You're telling them that this is what you've done, but as much as possible, you're also telling them that this is what I've done, and this is how I'm going to use it to be a solution for your company, right? So those are the 5 steps that I'm going to share with you, and I really hope that this has really been valuable for you, and I also hope that you will be able to take those 5 steps and begin to search for your dream remote job. Thank you so much. Bye.